North Dakota land where the skies are wide and the freedom stands, with a Bible in my hand and a prayer in my heart, living this life where the wild plays its part. Dust on my boots and my hat pulled low, got my trusty rifle and I'm ready to go. Hunting the game as the sun hits the sky in the heart of the 701. I feel so alive. Guns and the 701, that's how we roll. Faith in the good Lord, that's how we hold the line of the legacy that runs through our veins in this wild, wild land where the spirit remains. We're living free, living bold, side by side, with God on our plate and our hearts open wide. Ranch in the fields, the cattle run free with a purpose so strong, it's our grand legacy. The rivers run deep as we cast out our lines, fish in the waters where the North Star shines. Got the warmth of the sun with the chill of the night. With every shot fired, we're ready to fight for the freedom we cherish. The second is true. With family beside us, we stand through and through. Guns in the 701, that's how we roll. Faith in the good Lord, that's how we hold the line of the legacy that runs through our veins in this wild, wild land where the spirit remains. We're living free, living bold, side by side, with God on our plate and our hearts open wide. In a world that's spinning with sins that they wield, we stick to our values. Our fate is revealed with the word as our guide. We tread on the earth, a community built from the love, not the curse. Raising our voices, singing loud through the night, for God and our freedom, we'll continue the fight. Let the rifles ring out, let the spirits align. In North Dakota's embrace, our souls intertwine. So when you hear the gunshots and feel that proud sound, know it's faith and freedom that echoes around. From the fields of the ranch to the depths of the lake, with God on our side, there's nothing at stake. Guns and the 71, forever we'll stand in the heart of our faith in this great free
and remain under lifetime supervision. He still faces separate Burleigh County charges, including gross sexual imposition and promoting a sexual performance by a minor. Change of plea hearings in those cases set for Monday. Northwest Area Water Supply Project likely won't be pumping water to Minot until 2026. Once complete, the project will pump 90% of the city's water from Lake Skakawea. It was originally expected to be complete in July, but faced some delays like defective under drains. Utilities Director Jason Sorensen said the Max plant should be up and running by mid-2026, the Snake Creek plant by early next year. Funding made available for North Dakota's Native American-owned small businesses, $600,000 made available through the Native American Small Business Support Program created by state lawmakers. Earlier this year, applicants must be at least 51% Native American ownership, employ less than 500 people, and be located and operating in North Dakota. KFYR Radio News Time, 8:08.
KFYR 550. Here's what's happening. New details emerging about the second strike on an alleged drug boat.
2 individuals in clear distress killed by the United States.
Whoever are piloting those boats, they're guilty of trying to kill people in our country.
Fraud in the land of 1,000 lakes.
What is happening in Minnesota?
A brazen scheme of staggering proportion.
The FBI arrests suspected DC pipe bomber. Get the very latest. Check in often. The legendary voice of the Northern Plains. KFYR 550, 99.7, and iHeartRadio. KFYR 550, the legendary.
It's the year-end sales event with the Ford crew.
It's sales event time, Sam.
Temperatures are dropping, but the deals are just getting hot.
Time for our annual Ford Holiday Gift Guide.
Oh, yeah.
Hard to go wrong with great deals on trucks and SUVs from Ford, America's all-time best-selling auto brand.
Don't forget the first rule of holiday gift giving, Hank.
What's that, Sam?
Always remember to treat yourself, too.
Well said.
Based on Automotive News Almanac historical data and industry-reported sales data from 1909 through 2024 CY.
We've been duped, hoodwinked, conned for 50 years. The lawn care industry sold us toxins in a bag and left our yards more toxic than a bad relationship. Sunday helps you ditch the chemicals and feed your lawn the good stuff. Soybean proteins, iron, seaweed, molasses, ingredients that get your soil giggling like an overserved mom at the block party. Sunday uses clean ingredients and real science for thicker, greener grass. This Black Friday, get 30% off and lock in your spring subscription. Sunday, a smarter, healthier yard. GetSunday.com. GetSunday.com.
Hey, Tom Selleck here. I believe one of the most important things you can have in this life is freedom. Freedom to live your life the way you want. That's why for generations, millions of Americans have turned to gold and silver for their financial freedom. I had a friend tell me about Goldco, and it turned out they were just what I was looking for. If you want to learn more, visit TomLikesGoldco.com. I think you should give them a try. That's TomLikesGoldco.com.
THC-infused drinks have landed at Total Wine & More with delicious flavors like bold berry, refreshing lemonade, and iced tea. Come grab a 4-pack of THC-infused drinks today. Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Not available at all locations. Consume responsibly. Be 21.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be mostly cloudy with a few flurries in the morning. Later becoming breezy. The high will reach 27. Tonight expect overcast skies and colder temperatures with a chance of a couple of flurries late. The low will drop to 11. Tomorrow will be colder with snow and flurries accumulating 1 to 2 inches. The high will be 14. Sunday is looking cloudy and cold with a bit of snow with accumulation expected to be a coating to an inch. The high will be 9. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Sunset in Bismarck tonight, 4:55. Tomorrow morning sunrise, 8:13. 4/10 of an inch of snowfall yesterday, and then there's been some more overnight. Bismarck, the moment. Northwest wind now up to 8. Pressure rising at 29.76. Relative humidity, 88%. Cloud cover, 28. 812 KFYR Radio, your news and weather authority.
I am the god of KFYR, Todd Mitchell.
Todd Mitchell.
Say what you want, but I pull out Christmas music not everybody else is going to play, or for that matter, anybody else's. Blind Blake. I'm going to have to do some homework because I don't know the first thing about Blind Blake, but now I'm kind of curious. Wow. Well, 20 days from today, but close. Oh, you don't want to be there. Dakota mornings and Michael Bell coming up. That's kind of a sad song when you think about it. Down in the jailhouse. That's not the place to celebrate Christmas, but if that's what you want to do. I guess sometimes you don't have a choice. Anyway, Dakota Morning's Michael Bell after 9, John Gizzi. Somalia fraud in Minnesota and things going on at the Department of Defense. And later, a Carol Olson tribute with Governor Ed Schaefer and Representative John Nelson. Rural Health Committee updates on the way. Playing Buck after 11, the KFYR Cafe after 3, and the Open Your Heart broadcast, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. tomorrow. The South Courtyard, right in front of Shields. I'll be out there with a little red wagon looking for your monetary and non-perishable food donations. The American Legion, Lloyd's Pets Post number 1, old thing they started back in 1930, which may still have been after this song came out. I'm going to have to do some homework on that. 8:14. The triumphant return of Clay Guns in the 701.
KFYR 550.
Friday edition Clay Travis Buck Sexton Show will break down the absolute latest on the DC pipe bomber revelations. For 5 years, people have been wondering what is going on there. We will give you the absolute latest and continued fallout from the allegations surrounding a boat strike of drug smugglers in Venezuela. What is the latest? We'll break it all down for you. It will be the Friday edition of Clay and Buck.
This morning at 11 on KFYR.
This is THC-infused drinks have landed at Total Wine & More with delicious flavors like bold berry, refreshing lemonade, and iced tea. Come grab a 4-pack of THC-infused drinks today. Find what you love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Not available at all locations. Consume responsibly. Be 21.
Cost shouldn't keep you from getting the hepatitis C care you deserve. With Epclusa or its authorized generic, most people with Medicaid coverage pay $0 for the full course of treatment. And eligible patients with commercial insurance may pay as little as $5 per copay. Restrictions apply for copay savings. Epclusa-Fosbuvir, Vilpatisvir, treats chronic hep C genotype 1 through 6 without cirrhosis or with compensated cirrhosis and can be taken whether you're in recovery or not. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B, liver or kidney problems, HIV, and all medicines and supplements you take. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Most common side effects include headache and tiredness. Financial support options can make getting Hep C treatment a reality, so don't wait. Move affordable Hep C treatment from your to-do list to your today list. Ask your doctor about Epclusa and visit epclusa.com for important facts. Sponsored by Gilead.
Hey, Tom Selleck here. I believe one of the most important things you can have in this life is freedom. Freedom to make your own choices. Freedom to live your life the way you want. And freedom to protect your family's future. That's why for generations, millions of Americans have turned to gold and silver for their financial freedom. But nowadays, choosing who to buy from, that's become a challenge. I had a friend tell me about Goldco, and it turned out they were just what I was looking for. You see, I've been buying gold for a long time, and it wasn't always easy to find. But nowadays, I partnered with Goldco. And I gotta say, I'm not sorry. They even sent me a free gold and silver kit filled with some valuable information. If you want to learn more, visit TomLikesGoldco.com. I think you should give them a try. That's TomLikesGoldco.com.
Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
818 KFYR 550, 99.7 at iHeartRadio. A moment ago, I was playing Blind Blake and speculating as to whether his songs came out first or the American Legion Lloyd's Pets Post number 1 did the first Open Your Heart in 1930. Well, it turns out he had a bunch of songs between 1926 and 1932, so it might be a tie or the race may go to Blind Blake. But there you have it.
Now we got our history lesson, right?
Well, because I was listening to it, and I thought, Gosh, I bet this is the 20s. I bet this was before Open Your Heart even started. I could lie and say it was KFYR's first song, but I don't know if they had a phonograph, a record player. I don't think they called them record players just yet. A phonograph. I don't know if they had one or not. I have no idea.
Yeah, I have no clue, but it's kind of neat, though. Like the song you're playing right now, we AI generated that because of, the copyright stuff coming from CommieTube, so how far we've come, right? From a little plastic to,
Everybody can be a musician now.
Yeah.
It's not that big a deal now. Clay Peterson got to the 701, and he's now a musician as well. How about that?
Yeah, well, just like everything else, fake, right?
If he's in the right website to have it to spit it out for him. Well, like every other TV network out there, Guns in the 701 network going through a little season revamp coming up, huh?
Yeah, we've been doing a few things. I don't know if JD's announced it yet, but I know he said that he's going to be departing us here at the end of the year. No, everybody, don't worry. No problems. He's going to be doing some other things. So
he's done this before, and he's come back. You never know.
Yeah, kind of like some of these music stars, right? They retire and then they come back. So.
Yeah, right. That's hence the Hell Freezes Over album from the Eagles. Yeah, we'll play again when I guess it froze over.
Our last tour, and then 10 years later, we're back.
Because the checks are easy. You know all the songs. You might as well just go on stage and do it a few dozen more times.
Well, they probably spent everything they had, on, we'll say adult activities. Now they got to go back to tour, right?
It could be walking in the park. Adults do that too.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
Yeah, okay. Just go with that.
Yeah. And we've added some things. We got Blackbeard Logic. Your friend, Leon Francis, he's doing a great job with that. Him and Vance actually filled in Wednesday for me, and that was a very entertaining show. Maybe I can just retire and let them take over, but they did a great job. And Leon, I may not be Leon like he was last Friday, but I'm not talking crack pipes and things today. But it's just it's the way it goes, right?
Well, I tell you, they don't make him like Leon anymore.
We love having him as part of our family here. And then he's on at 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central. We got the Sportsman Sunday Devotion. That's really picking up some steam, and that's hosted by my friend Pastor Vance Bishop. That's 7 a.m. Mountain, 8 a.m. Central. He's right down out of Alabama, but he used to live up here, so don't hold that against him. So we're all over the country now.
It's like me. Don't hold my Minnesota birth against me because my parents did that against my will.
Yeah, no kidding, right? You escaped. That's how we always put that. And coming up the beginning of the year, we're going to be launching a new program. It's going to kind of be focused more on gunsmithing, firearms, builds, firearm details. We're going to try to make that as entertaining as we can, and I think it's going to be a good one. I know that the guy who's going to probably take this over is going to do it once a month. We'll get some times and dates when we get it all settled. I think that's going to be great for everybody. And like I was visiting with him, I said, the one thing I don't see out there is how do you get started, basically beginners. I mean, there's people that don't even know how to sight in a scope. And they, we got all these new shooters and hunters, but yet really nobody shows them unless it's privately. So they're going to kind of focus on things like that. We've got that competitive area too, where a lot of people don't even know that there is a thriving competitive shooting program and basically circuit around the nation and right here in North Dakota. So we're going to start bringing that into things and let people know that, hey, this is your place to come if you want to learn these things. So I'm looking forward to how that's going to work. And then, of course, Leon, he suggested this, and I'm all for it. I know that him and myself and Vance, possibly our new host, we're going to have basically a monthly roundtable where we're going to pretty much open it up to anything, working on getting our phone lines set up so we can actually pipe that into the stream, and people want to call in and ask things, they can. We'll see. Now, everybody texts nowadays, Todd, so I don't know how that's going to work. I don't know if we'll have a texting option, but, and of course...
Well, that's easy to do.
Yeah, just text you.
Yeah. Go for it.
And then I'll be joining Michael Bell again. I've been on hiatus. Just a lot of things were going on. So I'm coming back. First show in 2026 with Michael Bell and Dakota Mornings. And anything, like I said, we're going to talk hunting, 2A, pretty much what we've been doing. January 12th, I'll be returning. And I plan to be in studio, so hopefully I'll be up there and say hi to you after the long
If you've
Christmas
never shaken Clay's hand, be prepared. His hands are large and strong. So if you've got weak little hands, maybe just decline the entire thing. Just do a fist bump or something.
Yeah, there you go.
That way there you're not going to be humiliated by the fact that Clay's got these monstrous hands. Where'd you get those? I mean, good grief.
Born with them, I guess. My grandpa taught me that a firm handshake says everything about you right away.
Yeah, well, if you crush somebody's hand in that process, it says jail time. So be careful; it could be an assault charge.
Yeah, we don't have no limp-wristed shakers here, looking forward.
No, but some have stronger hands than others. We'll put it that way. And
They do. And I want to give a rundown to everybody of the Christmas schedule. The 10th will be 701 Nation with JD, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 Central. December 18th, we're moving that because I like to go to my Advent services at church. So next, it'd be December 18th. That moves from Wednesday to Thursday just for that week. My guest is David Fetting of 1760 Sports, and we're going to be talking. We got into an interesting conversation because he hunts a lot of public access land where I hunt private. We're going to really contrast those and what we're seeing on each side of that debate. So tune in for that. It'll probably be pretty good. And then no live shows in those last 2 weeks. We didn't do that last year either. We just played Christmas music. I had something playing on Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. Everyone seemed to enjoy it. The views on that were tremendous. So, yeah, we're just going to enjoy the celebration of our Savior's birth, and that's where we're at. We'll be resuming things then after the first of the year. So that was just kind of a quick rundown. I thought we'd let everybody know. And
well, it was going to be quick, but then we slowed it down considerably.
Well, that happens.
That's all right.
I mean, we might not even stay on subject today, and I'm fine.
What? Oh, no, there's one subject I've got to bring up. 826 at KFYR, it's Clay Peterson, Guns of the 701, Ilhan Omar.
Oh, yeah.
As long as I'm in a dog, Minnesota, I might as well throw her into the mix. But looking for a federal gun registry, which maybe, but nationwide buyback? Really?
Well, I always find it funny with these commies like her, and she's not even she was imported here. She should just maybe Trump's got this right. Why don't she go back to the country she came from? I mean, she wants to not respect our rights here. Just get out.
It's funny how every once in a while they'll drop the, people that come here to get their brother into the country, not naming anybody.
Yeah, not naming.
But, the reference is a little obvious, but, whatever.
Pretty much. Yeah, and I always love this on their side. A gun buyback. How do you buy back something you've never owned to begin with? I mean, when I buy something back from somebody, I evidently sold it, because now it's theirs, and now I'm buying it back.
Well,
there's no such thing as a gun buyback.
If you buy it, and then they buy it from you, they're buying it back. It's a stretch. I know. It's
to me, it's the idea that these commies, like the liberals and the Democrat Party. Yeah, I'm on fire today. I have problems with them people.
Don't sugarcoat it. Yeah. Just tell us how you really feel. Come on now.
They do believe that everything we own is theirs, and that they're just letting us use it.
Well, then why are they buying it back? I'm surprised they don't require us to just take it back for free.
Well, they have suggested that we just turn it back or go to jail, and send men with guns to take your guns. That ought to be interesting in this country. But they know that they can't publicly get support for that. But in certain areas of the country, they think the buyback terminology works. And that's what she's talking about. And a gun registry. Well, we saw how that worked so good up in Canada. They're actually it looks like they're probably going to really be scaling that back. Australia had that. Oh, just register. We just want to know where they're at. And then, hey, by the way, now a few years later, turn them all in. And I just remember them horrendous videos in the later 90s of all these great Winchester lever actions that were collectibles just being completely chopped in half and destroyed. It was actually very sad. Yeah, so, and I had to run some stats on this when she said that there was more guns in the country than we have humans here. She's not incorrect. And there's about 347 million and change in the country per the last census. And they don't have great numbers. They always are estimating this based on, NICS background checks and sales from manufacturers that they produce because, it's such an unregulated industry that they know every single gun that was produced because of FFLs and the gun manufacturers have to record that. But 500 to 553 million privately owned by citizens. So that's 1.55 guns, 1.5 guns per person in the country.
So you got one of those Australian guns then?
Yeah, well,
half a gun.
And I look at that number and go, wow, we got to pump that up. What the heck? We're only at 1.5.
Well, I don't happen to own one. I'm in complete support of the Second Amendment and everything, but I just don't happen to own one because.
Oh, there. When you get one,
I don't know why.
Then it will be 1.55000001.
There's more cars than people, too, so are we going to have to get rid of the cars? Is that what's next?
Yeah, it's just crazy when they get out there and say these things because they don't know what they speak of. It's that simple. And you know what? Ilham Omar, I really don't care what she thinks. I do actually, though, I have reservations if we ever see the Democrat Party, because they're kind of becoming the majority in their party. They will bring this kind of legislation at a federal level, and they will pass it, regardless if they ever get control of the House, Senate, and the White House again. They will pass it. So, beware. By the way, Wyoming, #1 in gun ownership per capita. So, and we're #7 in North Dakota. We got some work to do.
Oh, my gosh, we're falling behind. Well, some people say we're last on every national trend, and maybe that even includes guns. Surprise, surprise.
We got to work on that one. We just got to get that pumped up there.
We do have some work to do on that. Clay Peterson, Guns in the 701, 831. More coming up on KFYR.
It's Mitchell in the morning, KFYR 550.
Shettlers. Get your mother-loving ears on because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
Fire.
North Dakota Ag Commissioner Doug Goring said every producer owed money by Hanson Muller should be receiving a message to file a claim, and the USDA eliminates the option for farmers to increase prevented planting coverage under crop insurance. Todd Mitchell pinch hitting for Shannon Dean on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
Ranchers looking for grass? Join Piper's Auctioneers for 2 exclusive ranch land auctions in the Tri-State Corner. On December 10th, bid on 2,500 acres of pasture, hay, and hunting land in Bowman and Slope counties near Marmarth on the edge of the Badlands and the Little Missouri Valley. Piper's will also offer a 7,000-acre ranch in Bowman and Fallon counties built for year-round livestock production with an incredible hay and cropland base. For full details and online bidding on dozens of land and equipment auctions throughout the region, log on to pipers.com.
KFYR.
Farmers being impacted by the Hanson Muller bankruptcy are encouraged to file a claim. North Dakota Ag Commissioner Doug Goring said every producer owed money by the company should be receiving a message to file that claim. When the company filed for bankruptcy, it was prevented from accessing the bond and state level funds. USDA's eliminated the option for farmers to increase prevented planting coverage under crop insurance. The change part of a rule called expanding access to risk protection. While most provisions aim to simplify policies, this move removes the ability to buy up coverage by 5%, a benefit mainly used in the Dakota's Prairie Pothole region. The USDA said the option is needed because Congress typically provides ad hoc disaster aid, like the 2019 supplemental bill that added extra payments after historic flooding. Prevented planting coverage remains standard in all crop insurance policies, but farmers will now rely on congressional relief for major disasters. Statistics Canada's latest report shows Western Canadian crop crops smashed expectations, but eastern row crops struggled under drought. Timely late-season rains boosted prairie yields to record highs, with harvest wrapping up by mid-October. Canola hit 21.8 million metric tons, topping estimates and setting a new record, while all wheat soared to nearly 40 million tons, also a record. Barley and oats exceeded forecasts thanks to strong yields, though Durham fell slightly short of pre-report guesses. In contrast, eastern Canada's corn and soybean crops dropped sharply as heat and low rainfall cut yields. Despite challenges, Manitoba posted gains in both crops. Markets reacted with firmer corn and soybean prices following the report. And the Saddle and Sirloin Portrait Gallery added a legendary name during the 2025 North American International Livestock Exposition in Louisville. William H. Bill Rischel of North Platte, Nebraska, became the 380th honoree. In 1975, he and his wife left New York for Nebraska and founded Rischel Angus, introducing influential sires like AAR New Trend and pioneering carcass merit evaluations that advance beef quality nationwide. His work set standards still used today. Todd Mitchell for Shannon Dean on the Dakota Farm and Ranch Report.
KFYR, your ag authority.
In the heart of the North, strength isn't just found, it's grown. From the first thaw to the final harvest, our fields thrive with the toughness found in our Husky brands. Powered by innovation, proven by performance. That's the heart of the North. The strength of a Husky, backed by the cereal experts at Bayer, because trust is earned season after season. Always read and follow pesticide label directions. Copyright 2025 Bayer Group. All rights reserved.
KFYR.
Fox News, I'm Gianna Gelosi. The man accused of planting pipe bombs in D.C. on the eve of the Capitol riots will appear in court at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Time.
After years of searching, they believe the man that allegedly left the pipe bombs outside of the RNC and DNC on January 5th, 2021 is 30-year-old Brian Cole Jr. He is now facing 2 federal charges. There are 2 pieces of evidence that investigators say were crucial in landing this breakthrough: Cole's credit card history and cell phone records.
That's Fox's Madeline Rivera. The Supreme Court allows the GOP-favored redistricting plan in Texas to be used in next year's election.
A panel of 3 federal judges recently blocked the map's use, finding the boundaries are likely unconstitutional because they were drawn based on race. Texas officials appealing, disputing this. Supreme Court Justice Samuel Alito temporarily reinstated the map.
Fox's Kristen Goodwin. America's listening to Fox News.
And now from North Dakota's News Authority, Todd Mitchell, KFYR Radio News.
28 in Bismarck, 27 the high today. Okay, so maybe it's not going to get much warmer, and it certainly won't over the weekend, as tomorrow, 14, Sunday, 9, but then by Monday, 34, and Tuesday, 38. Meanwhile, we could see 1 to 3 inches of snow come tomorrow. Bismarck police looking for your help in finding a missing woman, Melissa Dauphiné. Melissa is 42, 5'6", 160 pounds, brown hair, blue eyes. Police indicate she last had contact with her family in August, is believed to be in the Bismarck-Mandan area. If you have any information, Bismarck police would like to talk to you. A motorist in custody after trying to outdrive and outrun officers Wednesday. An officer attempted to pull over Pedro Young after discovering his license was suspended. Court documents indicate he sped away, crashed into a stop sign at Sanford Hospital's parking lot, and then continued toward a school where he hit a parked car. He was arrested after a short foot chase through the neighborhood. Charged with, among other things, driving under suspension, unlawful possession of drug paraphernalia, and fleeing a police officer. And the airport director at Williston International Airport stepping down. He's taking a new role at the Lincoln Airport in Nebraska. Anthony Dudis has been with the airport since 2011.
Get your mother-loving ears on, because your big-time radio DJ's got news. PayPal lets you choose how you want to pay for all the stuff. With PayPal, I can pay in-store, pay online, or pay over time. What's that? You want this translated into song? I hope you're sitting down. You can pay your own way. You keep those ears on, you hear? Don't just pay, baby. PayPal.
Learn more at paypal.com.
If you're living with hepatitis C, you are worthy of a cure. So move Hep C treatment from your to-do list to your today list. Epclusa. Epclusa, sofosbuvir, velpatasvir is one pill once a day for 12 weeks that treats chronic Hep C genotype 1 through 6 without cirrhosis or with compensated cirrhosis and has an average 98% cure rate from 3 studies. Cure means there's no virus detected 3 months after treatment ends. If you've had hepatitis B, it may flare up and cause serious liver problems during and after treatment. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B, liver or kidney problems, HIV, and all medicines and supplements you take. Taking amiodarone with Epclusa may cause a serious slowing of your heart rate. Most common side effects include headache and tiredness. Don't wait. With Epclusa in your corner, you're one step closer to cure. Ask your doctor about Epclusa and visit epclusa.com for important facts. Sponsored by Gilead.
Here's your AccuWeather forecast. Today will be mostly cloudy with a few flurries in the morning, later becoming breezy. The high will reach 27. Tonight, expect overcast skies and colder temperatures with a chance of a couple of flurries late. The low will drop to 11. Tomorrow will be colder with snow and flurries accumulating 1 to 2 inches. The high will be 14. Sunday is looking cloudy and cold with a bit of snow with accumulation expected to be a coating to an inch. The high will be 9. With your AccuWeather forecast, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
28 in Bismarck at KFYR 550, 839 more. Clay Peterson, Guns in the 701 next.
Hey fans, Paul Allen here from Metropolitan Ford. Ford just launched the year-end sales event early. We're talking 0% for 72 months and a free home charger on the all-electric 2025 Mustang Mach-E and F-150 Lightning. And then 0% for 66 months on 2025 Explorers, F-150s, Escapes, Transit vans, and even some Super Duties. And then Ford drops a $1,000 mega bonus cash that stacks with the 0% on Explorers. And then just $0 down, 0 payments for 90 days, and you drive home happy. Metropolitan Ford, where the deals hit harder than a Sunday blitz.
Metropolitan Ford. Find your Ford. Find your freedom.
This winter, the world will be watching the best skaters chase their Olympic dreams. For your child, that dream could start right here at your local rink. Through Learn to Skate USA, kids build strength, confidence, and courage, the same qualities that take athletes to the Olympic ice. Learn to Skate USA offers programs for skaters of all ages and abilities. This is where the journey begins. Find a program near you at learntosskateusa.com, because every champion starts with a first glide.
Get rewarded just for shopping with Simon Plus. That means when you get your gifts at Simon Malls, premium outlets, and on shopsimon.com this season, you can get cash back at your favorite stores, access to exclusive offers, and exciting surprises. Join today at simonplus.com. Participation and benefits subject to rewards program terms. See simonplus.com for details.
Thinking about a bathroom remodel but feeling overwhelmed? Don't worry. At Rebath and Apple Valley, they're here to help. They helped me, took out a tub, brought the walls down to the studs, added new plumbing, and I got a beautiful new shower. And remember, today is the most affordable any home improvement project will ever be. So why not take advantage of that? Rebath's dedicated design consultants are eager to help you. Schedule a free design consultation today at rebath.com. For over 60 years, the Goodman Group has been a trusted leader in senior living and healthcare. With caring and dedicated team members, they provide personalized support for seniors and their families. Their communities are thoughtfully designed to enrich lives, offering trusted care across 8 Minnesota locations, and now they're welcoming new residents. Schedule your tour today and see the difference for yourself. Visit thegoodmangroup.com/care to learn more. That's thegoodmangroup.com/care.
843 at KFYR Guns in the 701 with me here, Todd Mitchell. And, you know, if anybody would get some sympathy if they had an anti-gun stance, it would be Erica Kirk, and yet very supportive of the Second Amendment.
Yeah, she just recently came out there, and I thought it was great. It didn't surprise me, honestly.
Not me neither, but still.
Not the first time she's actually even said this, but I was. It just goes to prove that no matter what, your rights don't disappear because something bad happened, right? And the nice thing was she did it kind of on I believe it basically was a response to the liberal side of things, because she wasn't exactly with conservatives. And like she said, she goes, I wouldn't wish this upon anyone, that what she's been through, and she supports the Second Amendment. And like I said, we've seen this many times when things happen. We saw that with the shooter that happened out in Columbine several years ago, and the parents come out and said, no, we do not support gun control. We still support the Second Amendment. It wasn't the item, it was the person inside. And that's basically what she's pointing out. She says there's multiple factors. She believes that first shootings in the United States, poor mental health, anxiety, depression. And she's right. And we're seeing more of this. I don't know. The mental health issue in this country is out of control. And it's for a multitude of factors, I believe, Todd. I don't think that it's just an anomaly and all of a sudden occurred. When you break up the homes and you got single parent homes and not that father and that mother right there, you've got all these other delusions of there's more than two sexes. It just isn't true. And then you've taken God out of people's center point. And I think those three main things like that, and they're all related, that's contributing to your mental illness issue, especially amongst the young people. It's actually a shame, I feel. It's just a huge shame. And that leads to things like what we've seen, a lot of violence, people committing crimes with guns and murdering people like Charlie Kirk, all because of ideology. And it's sad. It really is.
Sometimes it's people that are actually from halfway decent homes. It happens, and sometimes people are just wired wrong, genetics. I mean, I call it what you want, but there's a lot that can be at play. But you're right. We've kind of lost our way collectively.
I think so. I mean, when you don't have a good, solid foundation, not that all of them have had that situation, but it seems like the trend is that's more often than not. It's going to cause you problems down the road, and it could be anywhere from a young person that lives with this all the way, into very aged adulthood, that they deal with it because of the things that were set in motion while they were growing up. And so that it's a bigger problem than just saying, this thing has just exploded and we don't know why. Well, I think we know the root causes. Just a lot of people don't want to adhere to that or even admit it. I mean, video games. You ever seen some of these video games? Not saying that they're the root cause, but it definitely doesn't help when you get on there and, they give you points for how many people you can shoot, maim, or kill, or run over. That is dehumanizing people. And once you dehumanize a person, what's stopping them at that point with no moral compass? That it is an issue.
I pretty much stopped at Tetris. I guess I did play a little Donkey Kong, and that's technically killing, but it's not exactly Grand Theft Auto or any of that stuff. So
no, and I played Pac-Man, and like you said, Donkey Kong. We didn't have the access like they do now.
You tried to eat ghosts, you weirdo.
Yeah, what the heck? And we had to go to an arcade. We had to travel to Rapid City or Bismarck and hit an arcade and put a quarter in a machine if we wanted to play video game. And when you lost your 3 lives, it was done. You need a new quarter, right?
Life doesn't give you 3 lives, though.
No, only one. And you want to live it the best way you can. And I think that we need to get more centered back to what the country was founded on, and that was Christianity. And we have definitely lost that in 250 years.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt. Clay Peterson here, Guns in the 701, 848 at KFYR. On a brighter note, elderly man shoots attacker in alleged self-defense after being struck with a snow shovel.
Yeah, the dreaded assault shovel. I mean, come on.
Now we got to get rid of this shovel. I was going to say a moment ago, we don't want to get rid of the guns, but we certainly don't want to get rid of cars and phones, and yet you got texting and driving killing people. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's a whole nother. Well, we could go down that.
I know, right? A whole nother can of worms. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I see this. And I thought, you know what is going on in Michigan? This guy, and I kind of dug into it a little bit. He literally borrowed a ladder, it sounds like, from a neighbor. And, not late in the evening, 5:30 in the evening, and they're ahead of us, so it's still daylight. Don't worry, everybody's not dark. Anyway, 60 years old, borrows a ladder from his neighbor. He's returning it. And this 49-year-old guy, and I still couldn't get the name, so I imagine that's because it's still under investigation, essentially confronts him, really no motive, and tells him he better leave the area. It literally ordered him, and if you watch the video, I was able to grab that. Yeah, I mean, you can see that he just out of nowhere, well, you could tell that, other than what the story said here that I sent you, they must have had an exchange, and I'm sure the guy's like, wait a second. And then he started to go after the 60-year-old guy. This guy's 49, so, he's 11 years younger, hitting him with the shovel for no reason. So the guy, he decided, you know what, I've had enough. Michigan allows you to, if you feel your life is threatened. And if you watch that video, I mean, if that would have went on, this could have been a really bad story. And he just pulled out his self-defense mechanism, the Second Amendment lets us have, and give him a couple of ventilation holes, stopped him, didn't kill him, and then called the cops. He called 911, which, by the way, if you're ever in that situation, everybody, it is a good idea to stay at the scene, talk to the officers.
Sure.
And maybe even make the call yourself, because you actually have nothing to hide. And remember, everything it's going to still be considered an investigation into either a manslaughter or homicide, because you either assaulted somebody or you even killed them. So remember that there are consequences for a lot of that, but you're usually fine. Right now, even the police officers have said, yep, we saw the footage. Looks like it's what the guy said. They're reviewing it. They have not arrested him. And they're actively investigating it to see what happened. The way it looks locally, when you get into the local news that's out there on it, that the guy, he's had self-defense in mind. He went ahead and defended himself, and it's a happy ending, because now he's going to be around. He'll still be here. The other guy's going to go to jail, and we have a happy ending chronicle.
And that's why we have a Second Amendment, in case you need to defend yourself. Even if it is a snow shovel.
Yep. I mean, get rid of them assault snow shovels. I mean, come on.
I'd like to have one of those assault snow shovels. It might do a better job of shoveling my sidewalk than I do.
Amazing, because they never would have found us otherwise.
Clay's own son is 19 today. Coming up on Guns of the 701 Fridays, except for the day after Christmas and the day after New Year's, because it's holiday and stuff.
And we appreciate it, Todd. It's been really fun coming on here. I can't make every Friday, but I think Leon and Jamie and the guys have covered it pretty good over the years.
Absolutely. No doubt.
We appreciate KFYR doing this, and it's just a lot of fun every Friday. You can catch us, except on the 18th, every Wednesday, same time, 7 p.m. Mountain, 8 p.m. Central, and of course, Blackbeard Logic tonight. Don't want to miss that. 5 p.m. Mountain, 6 p.m. Central, and then Sportsman Sunday Devotion with Vance. That's going to be at 7 o'clock a.m. Mountain, 8 Central. So don't want to miss that.
And don't forget, Guns of the 701 Network merch makes a great Christmas gift.
There you go. We are going to be relaunching the website. I know we keep saying it. I think we finally got everything in place, and you're going to see some new stuff there.
Oh, okay.
A new feed in there as far as on our live feeds. And now you're going to be able. We were doing this, and then we quit on CommieTube because they weren't letting us get our revenue from it. You'll be able to do a donation that's reoccurring, like a subscription, but you'll be able to do it directly on the website and know that it's going right to us for the show. And I don't pay myself, so we're not getting rich doing this. we do it to inform everybody and keep them in the loop. So
exactly.
Keep that in mind, and thank all of our sponsors, because without them, we can't do it. So, yeah, new things come. I think everyone's going to like the new design. I really do.
All right. We'll keep our eye out, Clay. You take care. Have a great weekend.
You too. Have a Merry